Welcome, CANA fantasy football fans. And it is almost the playoffs. So, just to bring everybody up to date, we have several teams that are still in the playoff hunt. However, we do have a lots of complaints about, whatever, never mind. So, just to close the loop on that one, even before we get started with the standings, the commish has made the decision that after many attempts to get in touch with the owner of whatever, never mind, that person has never logged in, never made any transactions or moves, nor has ever emailed me back. I am going to make the commissioner decision to go ahead and pull whatever, never mind out of the playoffs. So what does that mean? It means that they're in week 12. Whatever, never mind, will still play, and I believe that they're playing 52 stacked monster, and that game will count. So after we get week 12 results, I'm going to go ahead and back whatever, never mind, out of the their playoff position, and and then the teams that would have qualified for the playoffs will then obviously qualify. So, for those of you who are unfamiliar, or new to our league, it is the first two first place teams in the Nerds and Geeks division, and then it is the next two our wild card. So that could come from either division. So it could be two teams from the geek division, or two teams from the nerds, or one team from either one. That's really the only combinations. And those are the teams that'll make our playoffs in that are going to occur. The first game will be week 13 and 14, and of course the championship, the CANA Bowl, will be week 15 and 16. And then we won't have to worry about week 17, which of course is the week that a lot of the NFL teams choose to set their starters. So hopefully it makes sense. If you have any questions, please hit the chat channel. And with that, let's get to the standings. All right, so here are the standings after week 11. And pretty much the playoff picture is relatively clear. And this is why we had to keep whatever, never mind, in the mix for week 12 due to the fact that 52 stacked monster plays them. So if 52 stacked monster wins, that would be their 8th win, and that would basically create 4 teams with at least 8 wins. And the other teams with 6 wins obviously can't get to 8. And that would lock in those 4 teams into the playoffs, no matter what happens with the current teams with 8 wins. If 52 stack monster loses and we get multiple teams with 7 wins, then that's when we're going to have to go a whole bunch of tiebreakers. So basically, that would mean that pretty much there are at least 4 teams that, if they get to 7 wins, could be tied with 52 stack monster, and then we're going to have to again try to sort that out on who would win the tiebreaker. So with that, hopefully everybody is paying attention to the games this weekend. And as I think was mentioned during our last overview, that this year continues to be a weird and wacky year as far as COVID and how the games are being played. I know our latest interesting factoid that I'll leave you with is the Hill playing quarterback for the New Orleans Saints, and which is an interesting um, piece for him, just because he was listed in our league, like many leagues, as a tight end. And as folks will well know that follow the New Orleans Saints, he has actually played tight end, wide receiver, running back, and quarterback. However, he did start at quarterback in week 11, so he's being redesignated as a quarterback. For those of you who had Hill on week 11 and potentially played him as a tight end, you got an extra benefit there of from that. And let's just see who has remember who has him. We can look it up real quick though. Yep. Tyson Hill obviously listed as a quarterback now, and all. And he's with Dude, Where's My Car? So Connor had the distinct pleasure of starting him at tight end. I don't know if he did. Let's just check that out for last week. I don't believe we would see that since he is now designated as a quarterback. But let's see. Scoreboard, week 11. And he did. So there you go. Good job, Connor. I'm picking up on that and getting 24 points at tight end, which, as we all know, is definitely something that doesn't come around that often. So good job. And until next week, and we have a better, well, we will know for sure who's in the playoffs. Stay safe and have a great Thanksgiving.